Hello, y'all. So, how is everyone doing? Wow, crazy times, and many of my clients have reached out to say, I was doing so well with my sobriety or my moderation until Corona came along. So this is completely understandable, and I just want to share a few thoughts on that. And then please comment or share thoughts yourself, things that are working for you. Let's definitely crowdsource this and help each other as much as we can. So the first thing is to be extremely self-compassionate. Have compassion for yourself. This is the number one most important thing right now. There is no failure in this on your journey, your exploration of your relationship with drinking. So, if you had been going alcohol free for a number of months and, had a couple nights that you picked up the drink again, really do the math on that. Look at the number of days that you had consciously chosen not to drink. And then you have these few that you made a different choice. But do the math on that and you'll come out with, something like a 90-something% success rate. You're doing great. There's no need to have that feel like you're starting all over again. Of course you're not. You're well on in your journey. The information that we learn together in my Clear Power coaching programs, that information is just now a part of you. So, again, just be very compassionate with yourself and realizing that the brain is designed to seek ways to avoid pain, and the message is out there. We grew up with it. We're inundated with the message that alcohol is going to help and relieve stress. And so what we've done over decades is that's become a core belief. And if you've gone through my programs, you know that we've unpacked that and looked at all the ways that alcohol does not reduce or remedy stress at all. In fact, it's the opposite. So it's a great and powerful technique in learning that just because we hold a belief does not make that belief true. So what I would urge you to do is think back to what we learned together. One of the things we talked about was surfing urges. When you have a craving, when you have an urge, remember that idea that we give that urge more power than it really has. It doesn't have the power to make us get up and get a bottle and get a glass and do all this stuff. It can feel like it, but if you remember that that thoughts come into our brain and then they go out, it is fleeting. And so you might remember that some of the things to do are to not fight. Don't think about, we use that term, fighting an urge, and instead you really want to think about surfing an urge. Let that feeling be there and think about, how does that make you feel? Where do you feel it in your body? Get curious. I wonder, why am I getting triggered right now? Well, right now, we all can understand why. All of this stress, all of this new normal, and everything, absolutely everything is being disrupted. So kind of think about that and think about some of those thoughts, but sit with it a little bit and don't try to fight it. But some of the things that you can employ is, if you put some distance between that urge and responding or taking action, some of the things you can do would be to say, I feel this urge, I'm going for a walk. I feel this urge, I'm going to journal. I feel this urge, I'm going to call a friend. Just that distance is most often enough. Another big one is, if you'll remember this, that we talked about, to think about halt. Am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? And don't forget to add the extra T for thirsty. Thirst is a really big one of them. So again, if the urge is arising, drink a wonderful, delicious, refreshing beverage. Hydrate. That is so incredibly important right now. It's so vital not just for our immune system, but for our brains. So please really do hydrate, and then think about what are the needs and why is this urge arising. Another thing I'll remind you about, some of the non-alcoholic beverages that I've been raving about. I think it is just so much fun that there are so many. They're fantastic. And because we're maybe stuck at home, there is a fantastic resource available, a one-stop shopping for a number of these beverages, and it's called NA Craft Beer or NA Craft Beverages. And I'm going to post this video and then I'll put a link. But that is a wonderful resource for some of the things like Seed Lip and NA beer that is made by craft brewers around the country. Some of the shrubs, some kind of Prosecco, and you've also seen me. I'm going to do a whole video, I'm planning to, on reviews of some of these products, and I'll talk more about them there. But anyway, that might be kind of fun, just again to share and enjoy the ritual of an evening beverage, but one that is going to be much more supportive of your immune system and all that. And then the other thing would be to really pay attention to all the ways that you can calm your nervous system throughout the day, starting first thing in the morning, so that by the end of the day, at that sort of wine o'clock or witching hour, whatever you want to call it, that there's less of that feeling of needing to take the edge off. So some of the very best ways to calm the nervous system are exercise, walks in nature, mindfulness and meditation, and just realize that that can be as simple as just sitting somewhere, closing or resting your eyes, taking some mindful breaths, just paying attention to your breath in, your breath out. So even if you don't have experience with meditation, just know that that kind of just momentary stillness is working wonders. Journaling is another one that actually is just scientifically shown to calm the nervous system. And so these are all things that you can do on your own, or share these coping techniques with your family or your friends. And I really hope that that helps. And please let me know any questions that you have. I am here and sending lots of love and support your way. We are in this together, and we're going to do it. Okay? Take care, all of you. Bye.